Welcome everybody. How are you? Are you fine? Are you good? Yes, that's fantastic. Yeah, me also. I was a little bit around the world in the last weeks and months, and outside I have sun during the day, so I feel comfortable. And I feel also comfortable because I'm an optimistic guy, and optimism always helps you to believe in GlamJet. Who is now with this journey called GlamJet now, so for so many years, you have to be an optimistic guy, no? So because good things take a while, this is what I learned. And yesterday in a German call, I did give a little bit an impression about what was going on in Barcelona at this convention. And it was quite interesting because it gave me a lot of confidence about what we are doing, because there were 3,000 participants, and for sure these are people who go to these conferences normally are already active inside the crypto industry or the blockchain industry. It is not the same. Blockchain industry, crypto industry is not the same, but they all go on these conferences, and all about crypto and blockchain is discussed on these conferences. And it is not a conference where, you have the project A, B, C, D, and they are presenting themselves and everybody tries to win new partners for his business. This is not what it's all about, these conferences. These conferences are top-level conferences. So this means you have really experts in blockchain, experts in business-driven models on blockchain, like, for example, crypto, which is a smart contract, or Bitcoin, which is not a smart contract, or other projects. You have a lot of big players in the blockchain industry. And what was really interesting for me is also to see the real actors there. You had participants from the European Commission there, also from big banks like JP Morgan, but also from Santander Bank, or Caixa Bank was also there from Spain. Spain, for example, is very big in crypto, very big in blockchain. So the European Commission is also pushing the blockchain technology for Europe. So we don't have to underestimate what is going on in the business behind the scenes. If you don't read the journals, if you don't, there are so many online portals where you can read all this information, what's going on. There's a lot going on, and also the big banks are now going into blockchain. And it's not just like the CBDC, so this digital currency from the central banks, where there are a lot of projects going on worldwide. It is also the normal banks. They are also working on this. And also, for example, a crypto project like Ripple is openly working with banks for all the transactions. And so it was really massive, For sure, there were also all these debates about regulation, about what was going on after the fraud with FTX, the crisis in crypto, so to say. Okay, so there was all this debate about DeFi, so decentralized finance, which is a very big issue in the blockchain industry. And you had, so many skilled people, they are highly educated, very young, between 20 and 35. So, people after 30, they call them middle age. When I now see here some, we are all the old, nearly finished. No, they're really dynamic. They're really dynamic. And what I can say, I had for sure the possibility to speak to a lot of people about our project. We didn't have there a POS, a point of sales or something. This is now, we could have something like this in the future. It's possible. It's possible, I can tell you. Because why? I saw there, there were this big exposition, the big places for exposition of these for companies who were presenting themselves. And we have so much to give with our project. We can easily be part there. And we are so innovative what we have, with the exchange, but also with the GlamJet app. The GlamJet app is developing now very fast in a very dynamic way, I think, because you will also have very soon this payment opportunity inside the app, this fan-based concept where they are working on, so you can monetize your community. You have the messenger function, and then in combination with the possibility to send cryptos inside the messenger, you have the decentralized wallet already. And everybody is talking about decentralization, but for sure, and this was also clear on the conference, that even if you and me, we like decentralization, the majority of people will go on the centralized platforms because they are used to, because they, because it's also some kind of security for them, some kind of being normal for them, even if we would like it, we are this decent. If we go massive, so mass adoption, the normal people, they will perhaps hopefully learn more and more about all this crypto, about blockchain. This was also a big issue, education, so that people more understand that we are not the bad guys, that we really have something to give, and this blockchain industry is a positive industry to be more efficient, to be cheaper, also for the business models, and also the opportunities to earn money, but also this issue of underbank. More than 1.2 billion people still in the world don't have access to any kind of bank, to any kind of transaction. Binance, for example, is very strong in the Western Union of Africa to educate the young dynamic people there in crypto and blockchain. So you will see that in these so-called underdeveloped countries, a lot is going on. You perhaps read the news about Nigeria, that people were going on the street to protest for their rights about Bitcoin. And there was, this is a big issue there in Nigeria. In Philippines, 75% of the people living in Philippines have access to a digital wallet, a crypto wallet. So, something where you can dream of in countries like Germany or Austria or Switzerland, But also the regulation is very progressive in Europe now. It's very positive towards crypto with MiCA 1, this new regulation, which is now being implemented in the next 18 months, 12 to 18 months. And they are already talking about MiCA 2 because, for example, NFT is already not regulated. DeFi is not regulated, but there is a regulatory framework which gives more security. And so a lot is going on, and it gave me totally confidence that what we are doing is right, is totally good, because we already have something, and now you all heard about the new blockchain coming. Okay, this is because there were some confusions about this. What is this? What is this Neometer? And just to explain you, it is an independent company. It's an independent company, so it is not GlamJet. It's another company. Like for the Glamster app, it's also an own company. The GlamX has also an own company. You know, you don't just have one company with different products. You have different companies with one product. And NeoMeta is a technical infrastructure behind the blockchain to promote the nodes and the servers. Okay, this is what you have to understand. You know, this is what you have to understand all about. So the Glam will be implemented as a token on this blockchain. It is not the main coin, you know. Okay, not everybody is understanding what is the difference, you know. Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain, you know, why do we need Ethereum? Why has Ethereum such a high value? Because people need Ethereum to send smart contracts which are deployed on the basis of Ethereum. So the most of the so-called alternative coins, the new coins, which are so massive in the market, they are smart contracts from Ethereum, because now very easy to do some kind of smart contracts. If you do very complicated smart contracts, then it's perhaps not so easy to do them, but you are all building them on different languages, programming languages, you know. And Ethereum, you have to use Ethereum to do the transaction from one wallet to the other. You need Ethereum. This is a so-called use case. And because of this, many people need Ethereum, so they permanently have to buy it. So there is a demand for Ethereum. And then, for example, if now there are coming updates for the Ethereum blockchain, you know, new business models like the staking, for example, or new corporations, there is a push in the market to say, oh, it is possible that they will have a higher price because more people want to have it, because they see it as a company with more value. And then they buy the Ethereum, for example. So, and for this, we will also have on the new blockchain, there will be a new transaction coin with a new name. I cannot tell you for the moment because the company will tell you very, very soon. And I had today again an update for me about how near we are to the launch of all this with the node and the blockchain. And I can tell you it's very near, you know. It's if I would go now out of this room, it would be here the door, you know. It's very near, it's not so far away. You know, I cannot tell you it is in 2-3 days, but it's very near, and they will deploy it for sure, you know, and you will see it. You know, there is no doubt about it, because this business model of a blockchain, perhaps you did read the text about it, you know, is if you monetize a blockchain, this is a multi-billion business. This can be so successful, and it will boost the whole ecosystem around. This is the main thing, I think, what everybody has to understand. It can boost everything, because new tokens can be very easily deployed, or also existing tokens from Ethereum, because it's all based on Ethereum, but with another model of consensus called proof of authority, proof of online. I did write a text about it last year, I think. And today again, you know, because I always try to be correct in what I say, because it's also very important what I learned in the crypto industry. If there are all these words, all these buzzwords, but also tricky words where the people say this and that. And if you are not familiar with these words, you have no idea what they are talking about. You know, on the convention, it was very good because they explained some words, because they had, for example, a debate about Web3 and metaverse, and what is the difference, and you know, the one guy used the word metaverse in this sense, the other one this. And so you really have to understand what you are talking about at the end. Huh? If you don't know what you are talking about, you really have a problem. So proof of authority and proof of online are very modern and highly advanced mechanism for blockchains. Normally, Bitcoin and others are with proof of work, and Ethereum is now proof of stake. Also, many people don't know what is proof of stake, what he is talking about. You know, today it's not an educational webinar, but I did now create a new channel where I put in all this stuff. And so, because I think it's in the future also very important to understand it better, that if you have questions from your partners, you know, why your blockchain, how it is working, you know, people will be interested. You will see, oh, a new blockchain. Okay, what do you do? Why do you do a blockchain? Many people also ask me, why do you have a blockchain? Why don't you just go with your coin on an exchange and push it and do it like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu and all these shit coins and how they are called, you know, because it's about use case. If you don't have a use case, if you don't have a really proof that you need this token or this coin to use something, or that it represents a value, tokenization. So there's the word tokenization, that you tokenize the world, that you have, for example, a house and you say this house is $2 million worth, and you can then, for example, or you want to build a house, say, okay, I collect as much token as I need to buy to construct this house. And then, for example, we can give it as a rent to others. And then with the rent, you pay everybody a regular rate, 5% a year or 10% a year on their invest, for example. And for example, you could also do an NFT. And for example, these guys could also then sell this NFT, for example, and then others want to have this NFT. So there are many business models around these smart contracts. At the end, they are all smart contracts, because you write your definition. You have a definition. What is all about this token? What is the basis of this token? What is the framework of this token? And for example, if somebody gets a regular revenue or a flexible revenue, depends on the business model, and then it also is a different kind of regulation. You know, a utility token is not a security token, for example. And you have different kinds of regulation. It's also very important, which I also saw on the conference, that this regulation is so important. Now it gives a legal basis. Now it gives a good basis to go on. And we are very good in regulation. You know, like you perhaps read in the newsletters in December, that every step what we do is also supported by advocates who see what is the actual regulation and where we have to have a look on. Perhaps we have to change something. Perhaps we are not in line with the regulation. And we will not go out with anything which is in contradiction to any kind of regulation. Good thing is we are a utility token, so you don't have the headache you get when you have a security token. So security token, you have to go to, for example, in Germany, the BaFin, or in Switzerland, I think it's the FMR. I don't know, in Italy, I don't know. And so then you have to have all this way to say, okay, we have this token, we want to do business in your country. And in the MiCA, they say you have at least to have the permission of one country in the European Union. Then you can do business all over Europe. And it's not like this. Some scam company, I would say, from Dubai, yeah, or from other, but a lot of them are really in Dubai. They think, oh, we are in Dubai, we can do everything. Europe is far away, but this is totally stupid. If you have a product outside the European Union and you want that this product you can sell legally in Europe, you have to fulfill the regulation in Europe. Even it's a digital or a physical product. So, but this is still a little bit the mindset of some part of the crypto industry, that they are free of regulation. But I feel that this time is getting is not finished. For sure, is not finished, but there's a possibility that it will get harder for them to be successful. And now and I know I have people who write to me still, oh, you can join this business, and you make money, blah, blah, blah. But there are no use cases. These are scam companies. These are, company where they, in half a year, they don't exist any longer. And you can do this if you want, but this is not what we want. This is not our purpose. We want to build up a stable company for the next years and decades, because we have 500 billion token, as you know. And many were asking, okay, you're totally stupid, 500 billion token, for what? It's too much, you go into the market, your price will fall down. Okay, then they understood, okay, you don't go with your token immediately with the big amount into the market, you make a small percentage. So we all have our basic token, okay? Okay, this is easy to understand. But even it is about, no, we have 500 trillion, sorry, we have 500, we have much more, sorry. In German, you call it billion, in English, you call it trillion, okay? We have much more. We are the biggest cryptocurrency in the world, not with real value, the market capitalization, but there's also some fake in the crypto industry about this market capitalization sometimes, but the idea is, when we tokenize the world, when it's possible that a part of the economy, which is going forward every year grows in the economy, then the real estates will be tokenized, or other goods and services will be tokenized, that it will be normal to book your holidays, or to buy a car, or to pay your coffee or your pizza, which is these 10,000 bitcoins for one pizza 10 years ago. So when this is normal, it is not now normal. This is not a mass adaptation, and Bitcoin will be not this coin. This is a digital gold asset. This will be never possible. It's also too small. 21 million. That's nothing. Even one Satoshi, it's not possible compared to the world economy and to the world population. But you need a big cryptocurrency for the future. And for this, you need an ecosystem, because if you have hundreds of companies and thousands of companies, and then everything is about scaling. All the startups, what do the startups do? They see a problem, they try to develop a digital solution, and then they scale it. They say, okay, we know how this market works. And then they go on, they need investments, and then they scale, and they get more customers. And then at a certain point, they have their break even. So they make a plus. In the beginning, they make a minus. Okay. What we did is we were doing the ICO, okay, the crowdfunding, so to say, about networking. We were collecting. We have a stable financial basis. This is also after 4 years and 2 years, not so much of provision or commission was, sold out, because not so many partners were buying packages. A lot of partners were really waiting, because they said, okay, I did give you the money, and now I want to see what's going on. Huh? You know, and now we will come into the next stage. Now we will come into the next stage where the Glam will be deployed on the new blockchain, where this cooperation is. Then we have the Glamster app. Then we have the exchange. The exchange, you know, what is, you know, because there are sometimes questions about it. You know, okay, there's no liquidity. I make an order. I want to sell my Glams, or I want to sell my USDGX, and but nobody is buying it. Huh? And my answer to this is always the same. Yeah. At the moment, our community has Glams. So why should somebody now buy Glams from you? They still can buy in the back office. And what is the use case on the Glam? You know, what is the worth of the Glam? Why do you need the Glam at the moment? And at the moment, there is no use. Or there is no use. It is the truth. But this will change. This will change because, as you know, we will have the Glam travel. This will be one use case. We will have this nutrition product. This will be another use case. There will be use cases inside the Glamster app with the Glam, and we will have the marketplace. And on the marketplace, you cannot just present or sell goods and services. You can also buy them with cryptocurrencies, also the Glam. So there will be use cases, you know. And the thing is that when more and more people, not just in the community, but more important, outside the community, so new people coming inside, they see, okay, there is an ecosystem, there is a blockchain, there is an exchange, there is a Glamster app, there are concrete use cases, there is an NFT marketplace, you know, which will come very soon, you know. There are new products like the nodes, or also these other, and as you know, we will have this possibility to have 4 times more token, you know, new products with a kind of 1-year duration where you buy packages, you know, and by the chapter 2 packages will be finished. So the possibility to have millions and billions of token will be very soon finished, and this will be announced very soon. So in my vision, this is now a time for 4, 6, 8 weeks. So by this, when it will be totally finished with the chapter 2, and then everything else is deployed. Okay, but then you still have the possibility, but not in this way now. So the pre-sales is totally finished. Now, after 4.5 years, we can say pre-sales is finished. Okay, so because we needed some time to develop everything and to find the right way. And you know, this was also a learning from the convention, you know, because there were a lot of companies. They are on the market since 2-3 years, and they are still on the way to program. They are still on the way to develop. You know, these are not these serious projects. They take time, and you have also the big companies like Ripple, for example. They are under a dispute with the SEC in the USA, for example. But they are also this is a very big company, but they are still developing with the banks. They are in cooperation with the banks. But you see, you know, these are all long-time projects, really long-time projects. And for example, you have there were blockchain, blockchain. They are working on their blockchain since 4 years. For this, we were really fast, you know, 2 years. So okay, so you understand, it is not a business where it goes very fast. But we are getting better, getting more professional, having very good ideas how to implement everything. So the Glam will represent in some way the worth of all this ecosystem, that people believe in the project. Okay, every time when you are on the stock market with Tesla and so on, you know, which is a very prominent example, it is for sure that the worth of the Tesla stock of the share is not totally representing the real worth of Tesla, but the people believe that this can be the worth of Tesla. You know, that they project what will be in the future. And this is for everything, you know, also in the crypto market, the people believe that this is the worth. And they believe that the worth can go higher because they see new projects, they see the market growing, they see new customers coming into our ecosystem for sure. Also, we want to reach 1 million customers. We want that we have hundreds of thousands users inside the GlamX exchange, that people are trading like hell. You know, for sure, this still is a journey, you know, this still is work to do. But it's possible. It's possible, and for my part, I'm quite optimistic that we can reach it because we did our homework. And then the question of everybody, when can I change my Glam into whatever, BTC, Ethereum, and so on? For me, this question is easily answered. You know, when there are enough persons in the market, in the crypto market, who believe in our project, who like what we are doing, who see the worth in the Glam, who see, oh, I need the Glam to go into your marketplace. I need the Glam to use some features in the Glamster app. I need the Glam to go on the Glam travel and to book a journey, a holiday, or a hotel. Or I want to buy your nutrition product with the Glam. So this is the point, you know, this is the point where people say, okay, I need your utility token. And then they will go on the market, then they will go on the exchange, or they will, for example, go to Ricardo and say, hey, Ricardo, you have there some token, no? Okay, can you sell me some? And then you can do it peer-to-peer. A lot of selling in the crypto market is done peer-to-peer. You can do it personal. You can do it to your friends. Say, hey, I give you 100 Glam. They now have a worth of $1. And then they ask you, but why should I buy it for you? I can also go on the marketplace or on the exchange. And then you say, okay, I give you perhaps 5% discount. But then you buy 1,000 Glams from me. And then you get, for example, the crypto or the cash, whatever, which you are dealing with this person, you know. So this is how normally crypto deals are done in the market. And you can easily send it from wallet to wallet inside the Glamster app, from decentralized to wallet to decentralized, or inside the GlamX. You can also send it for free. As you know, you can translate for free. So many opportunities are coming ahead. Now, step to step, like always, what we are doing is step to step. So the first step is now with all what is Neometa doing, which is an independent company. And so you will have this information very soon. And when this information is given to the community, everybody still will see clearer. In my point of view, nodes, I know what is node, and I know what is the business model behind it. And this can be, for many partners, can be a very, very profitable business. You know, blockchain, you know, is very profitable, and you get reward if you are inside. If you have nodes, you will profitize from the rewards which the company gets by the transition of token. So they collect for every transition. They collect, bam, bam, bam. You know, and then you have in the beginning perhaps 10,000 transactions by day, and then later on you have 1 million transactions by day. And step by step, the more token, the more people using the blockchain, the more activity is in the ecosystem, the more popular the blockchain will be. This is a very easy to understand business, I think. And then you get passive income, regular rewards, and this business model is regulated. So it is done in the right way, because not everybody who is presenting in the market notes is doing it in the right way. We are doing it in the right way. So this is what I wanted to tell you, about what's going on. And so for my part, I'm highly motivated, because I see a light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully you also see the light of the end of the end of the tunnel. Yeah, NFT. Dani, there will be NFTs. Yeah. Also Glamster app. Yeah, absolutely. I already have an artist who did an NFT collection for GlamJet, and I'm actually working on it, that we will present it on different marketplaces, and for sure also on our marketplace, because it is also for marketing. It's also nice to earn money with that, but my idea is still that when people hear GlamJet, people always want to know, what is this GlamJet, and they always like this name, GlamJet. Glamour Jet Set. This name, this brand is so powerful, and we can be proud to be part of this company, which we're going forward and forward step by step, and we were not stepping back. We were always creative and always having good ideas how to solve a problem, not making ourselves mad because of problems, or because anything was not working so well, or we had to take back the Glamster app 1.0, or it took longer. We just were going forward, whatever time it takes, and sometimes also whatever costs there were a lot of costs, for sure. And we still have a vision where to go now. So we are, in fact, in my point of view, a very young company, full of energy, and for sure the market is very big. This is what we represent as a community. This is not a typical crypto community. A more typical crypto community was more on the convention, or is more in Asia, is more in Latin America, is more in Nigeria. This is a typical crypto community. People who are young, dynamic, digital natives. 80%, this was a statistic on this convention, 80% of the owner of digital wallets are younger than 40 years. This is the reality. So there we have to make the linkage in the future. And if we have these young dynamic people, which are strong in social media, which don't argue about, they don't discuss about crypto. They know that it will be part of the future. They know that it will be normal to handle a blockchain in your business. So that the world will digitalize. They know it already. And our job is just now, in this year, to bring together these young dynamic people together with our community. So I have a lot of marketing ideas how to do it. And I know that we have also a lot of partners who are also able to do it. It's not just me, hopefully. So we will all work together to be successful, and then also go on these conventions, for sure, because there you can very easy multiply everything. And for sure we will work on this, that in the market they will report about us, they will speak about us. and that people get interested about us, and so on and so forth, you know. So there is still a lot to do, but I'm very optimistic that we have all the possibilities to be successful. And now I will go into your questions, if you have one. If you have any kind of questions, you can easily ask me, and I will try to answer. If you are interested in what was going on in Barcelona, I started this Telegram channel and started to put some videos there inside. You know, for sure you have to watch the videos and to listen what they are saying, all speaking in English. That's a normal language on these conventions. But in this Telegram channel, I will also put texts and videos in other languages. I can understand some languages and also speak some of them. So, but for sure, mainly it will be English, German, then also, okay, for those who are not able to speak any kind of English, but also French, Italian, Spanish, because there's also a lot of good material. If you have a text, you know, for sure, I will not post it into this channel in 5 different languages, you know. You just put the text, go to your translator, and they will translate the text for you. What I can recommend you, they are all talking since 2-3 months, they're all talking about GlamJet-Krypto-Ecosystem. Okay, you've heard of it, I think. There are also token projects now on it, and there's a big hype around it. Which is good about GlamJet-Krypto-Ecosystem. If you have any question about crypto, you can ask GlamJet-Krypto-Ecosystem very easily. And it works totally fine. You know, they are not perfect, but it's, I think, a little bit better than going on Google and searching, because then you have all the possibilities. You have to click there and there and there and there. They are writing the texts for you. There is also a Chat Pro version, you know, a professional version. I did find out, which is also for free. They can write different kind of texts in different tonality and different type of academic grade and so on. So it's very interesting. But I profitize a lot of it because I think, hey, I don't have to search, blah, blah. I go on ChatGPT and I have any question. And I can also ask a question about, okay, text there, and I can ask, okay, can you tell me more about it, blah, 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 blah. So I can communicate with ChatGPT. So it's a really useful tool. And for sure, there are other tools also in the market. But I recommend you tools like this if you want to learn, or to go on YouTube, for example, if you want to know more about blockchain, consensus on blockchain, different kind of tokens and so on. So it can be useful to have a basic knowledge to feel more secure and about what is all about this crypto blockchain thing, you know. I will for sure put a lot of stuff now there inside. For sure, not everybody's interested in it, so everybody can freely join. I will not just push it into all the groups I have, because this is even more to push it into the groups than the creation of the answer in ChatGPT. So I just push it normally inside a Telegram group, in this blockchain fit group, I call it. Okay, so is there any questions? I see. Is there, when will the Glam complete its ICO in the new Glamster wallet? Though the complete its ICO, this means pre-sale. Okay, I think, yeah, when now the second stage is starting with the cooperation with Neometa about the blockchain, then we don't have any longer this pre-sales opportunity. Then the ICO is finished. The Glamster wallet, we just have a decentralized wallet inside the Glamster app. There you can send your token, your basic token, you can send inside the Glamster, inside a decentralized Glamster wallet. You can send it from the GlamX, but you need Ethereum for it. You have to be clear about it. Up to now, we are still on the Ethereum blockchain. If we will be on a new blockchain, the transaction fees will be cheaper. And but you can do it. For example, and I did it, so I can show everybody, hey, here I have 1 million of Glamster, of a Glam token. I can show everybody. I said, oh, one, yeah, that sounds good, and so on. So now, okay, the reality is, we need the use cases, we need everything going forward, like I explained with the ecosystem, blockchain, and so on. But then, nobody will ever discuss with you if GlamJet is a scam or bad word, but there are still people going on outside and telling us that we are crazy. But they are not so loud anymore. Huh? I have the impression they are not so loud anymore. They are going now a little bit Mickey Mouse. Huh? They are a little bit Mickey Mouse now because they see, oh, they did now a lot of things. Perhaps they are not a scam. Huh? But that's it. But it's possible to move. I hope to move your account from the old wallet to the new wallet. It will possible at some point. The point is about from the old wallet to the new wallet. I don't understand what you mean, Daniel. What is the old wallet? There was always from the Glamster app 1.0. But there we have a clear way how to transfer from the old Glamster wallet or 1.0. You are using the Tron wallet. You are using the Trust wallet. But this way is totally explained in my Crypto Consult back office since more than 1 year how to do it, because we cannot longer use Glamster 1.0 without using Trust wallet. No. You can perhaps use another, but it is always and I think I know what you mean, if you can use it, because but at the end, you have to transfer, you have to, you cannot just send it from the old wallet to the other like this, because you need Ethereum. What you want is any kind, I don't know, of technical miracle, but I don't see it. I know, that, for example, you have these 12 seed phrases, and then you put it inside the Glamster 3.0, and then you can reconstruct your old wallet from Glamster 1.0. Huh? This would be, but as far as I know, it is not possible. I think some partners did try it, and it's not possible. Yeah, you have in Ethereum a lot, but you have to put it into Trust wallet. So this is the only thing what I can tell you. And the way is totally described, and is normally working for everybody. Sometimes I hear of problems, but the problems normally is sitting before the computer or has his smartphone in his hands. This is really the reality, because the process works normally, but it's always easy to say if you are not with this person in the same room. Okay, but we have a support, about all this, so you can also ask a question there. But I hope that I did give the right answer to this. The transaction, it will be only for Glam. For all the coins, yeah, for all the smart contract coins. Yes, exactly. For all the smart contract coins, so Ethereum-based coins. You can, in fact, the same what you can do on Ethereum, you can also do on the new blockchain. Exactly. The state the comic gonna start with the concrete, a roadmap. It is called, this is what the company says. This is not my job to tell you exactly at which time now the nodes with the blockchain starts. I just gave in the beginning of this webinar, I gave you the idea that it is, that the door is here near to me, and that I see the door and I just can go out, and it's very easy. And it's nearly the same like now with the blockchain now. And so these are my freshest informations. They are 2 hours old. So where I had an exchange with our big boss. He's head of community. Hopefully you still know his name. Yeah, he greets you for sure. But he's so busy. He's totally busy. It's even for me very hard to have a phone call with him sometimes. But I try to be updated, and because I'm like you, I'm also saying, okay, now we want to start, and why it's not going forward. Okay, so I have to ask, and then I get an answer, and then I get an explanation why it perhaps took longer, and that's it. And they will do their job. They are more than 100% guys, and these ITler, they are not normal people. They are not normal. They're a little bit so like this, so it's not so easy. You cannot push them and say, oh no, we have to go out, and now it's March and so on. No, they say, no, it has to be finished. The code, everything has to fit, blah, 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 blah. And then some guys from the marketing comes and say, oh, we still have to finish this page, and we don't have the translation already. So this is like in a startup, I know a little bit this startup culture, and that's it. So it is not that they are going on holidays and say, oh, we will do now 3 weeks holidays, and we'll see, we'll come perhaps later or whatever, when the sun is coming and so on. No, it is really because things take a while. And then it's all about the quality of the team you have. And this is also what I think, what really is the learning of all this. The better the team is, the more learnings you have about what is the right team, what are the right program coders, what are the right experts you need. You can have junior experts, you can have senior experts. Then it's not so easy to get them because they get a lot of money. 15,000, 20,000 is nothing for them in a month, And if you don't pay them, if they don't like you, they say, okay, I go to the others. So you really have to be a nice guy a little bit, You don't have to be too pushy. You have to make them feel good. That's it. They are not your slaves, This time where people in highly educated people, where you are working like hell for you, is finished. They can easily change. So you really have to understand that in this business where there is a lot of picking of the good persons, it is not so easy. And then you have to have a good culture. And this is what I really highly appreciate about what Willy is doing, that he has really the ability to bring all together these persons, these people, these different in an international team, and to go forward and to solve and to also to look after the finance, and not just to push always, okay, you have to sell more, you have to sell more. He never did it in the last years. He never were calling me, Sasha, you have to do more, you need 1 million more, and this never. I know companies where it is exactly like this, not here, not here, and he knows that if you have a good product, and he highly believes in the possibilities which we have now, he sees that we have a stable, good team. For sure, we have to be more international, more regions of the world, more younger, more dynamic, more women, more diverse, perhaps, So we have the possibility, because now we will be more attractive, I think. Perhaps you follow my argument. So I read notes to you about the notes and so on. I don't want to go into the business model of the notes, because this is the job of Neometer, but you will hear about everything about it very, very soon. And old wallet. Okay, are there more questions you have regarding anything, or are you totally happy and will now go to sleep and say, oh, that was a good webinar, we'll go to sleep now and dream of GlamJet? So whatever, you know. Hopefully you enjoyed my content, what I was saying. You know, it's totally my opinion. But as you know me, I always try to do my best to give the right informations in the right way, so that hopefully everybody can understand it, so not too complicated. And so yeah, so we keep in touch. When I would, if it would be possible for me to have a wish to the community, is that the community understands the possibilities ahead, and that it gets then active and positive and dynamic, that grow will be that 10%, 20% a month more of partners, more of grow, you know, and that everything about the nodes will go to heaven, you know, that we will grow like, you know, totally dynamic and very fast, and that we spread the word, that we get optimistic and positive on social media, in our networks, wherever we are, you know, that we spread the word. You know, this is what we want to organize now very soon in the next days and weeks. You know, I'm already preparing. Today I was working on a new small video. We will do other videos. We will all do, we will get also from GlamJet, we will have some material, we will have other materials. So, but normally you all have contacts, you all have possibilities. When they see what's going on, when they are all the people where you were in contact with in the last years, they all see, okay, they are still there. They are now going on with the blockchain. How they did it? How was this possible? How is it possible with this ecosystem? So this is, I think, then something where you can really say, okay, now it's the time to be active, and also to have a little bit the rewards of everything what you already did for this company and for this ecosystem, that you will be the one who will have the profit out of it, you know. And this is what I wish for everybody, and this is what I wish for the whole company, that we will be that we will have a very successful year, that we will, like in the crypto, they always say, go to the moon. Huh? And then the scammers more say, where's my Lambo? But perhaps you will be able to buy a Lambo if you like a Lambo, you know. Perhaps it is possible, for sure it is possible. You know, it is absolutely possible, but not by sitting in a chair and doing nothing. This is always critical, you know, if you have this manner, you know. But for sure, we all have a lot of Glam tokens, and then we can be very successful with them if a lot of persons like our ecosystem will go inside, and you can just put them on the exchange and all this. But for this, we now need the next step, as I explained in the webinar. Okay, so